Welcome to the Wheezy Sketchbook Tour. Okay. For music, I'm playing the entire Deltarune soundtrack, chapters 1 through 4. 1 through 4. Anyways, this is my... I'm doing this as a live because it's significantly easier than making a video and then editing the video, because I don't want to do that. But this is my 2022 to 2024 sketchbook tour. So this is over the course of 2 years. She's gotten thick, I must say. This has appeared in some videos that I've made. Hold on, let me figure this out real quick. I'm doing this on my iPad. I haven't done this before. What? Super chat. Art? All of these. Okay. Okay. No one's watching, but I'm just gonna pretend like people are watching. Because I don't wanna wait. This is gonna end up going, as like, I'm just gonna leave it published as a dear God. I'm just gonna leave this published as like a video. But, yeah. Okay, also, not only are we gonna do one sketchbook tour, we're gonna do 2 sketchbook tours. The first one is my 2022 to 2024 sketchbook. And the other one is my senior year sketchbook that I doodled in all throughout senior year. I started a week before, and I did the first page, and then I left it until the first day of senior year. And then I finished it on, I think either it was the last week of senior year, or, yeah, I think it was the last week of senior year. Because I didn't have anything on me on the last day, because we were outside all day. But first things first, we're going to start with the 2022 to 2024 sketchbook. We're going to start with the cover. I have a lot of stickers on the outside, and I have a bit where I ripped the paper off and I doodled on the inside. And then on the back, you have to flip it upside down to get this in a spot of paint. I don't know what I was thinking with this. That's kind of silly. But anyways, we will begin. I'm opening this like I'm going to read this to you like it's a storybook, because I couldn't think of anything else to do that made sense. But yeah. Ta-da! This is the cover. I can't see it on my end. I think it's flipped. But it says this is the sketchbook of Wheezy. This is the first one I did. This is 2022. So keep in mind that this is bad. But this is 2022. This was all done in colored pencils. And it was the first, no, technically second self-drawing I did of that. But yeah, this is the first technical page. On the second page, we have me again, and then some, I think it was like sketches of an old OC, named Jack. Yeah. It was it's kind of weird. I don't know anything about this OC, and I don't remember this OC, but yeah. Here's the next page. This is it's mostly doodles, by the way, in this sketchbook, because this is over the course of 2 years, and apparently over the course of those 2 years, I just stopped. I gave up. But okay, whatever. Oh, glitter. There's glitter pens at the top of this. Hey, I brought you some people. I don't know if it's enough, but it's tried. Thanks. That's cool. I appreciate it. I put a thumbs up, but it came out of frame, so I'm sorry about that. Yeah. This page, I don't know what happened there. This is just flowers. I think I was testing out paint markers. Yes, I was testing out paint markers. This one is I think I tried to draw a normal thing, but I ended up hating it and I covered it with a clown. This is some anatomy practice. Yeah, there's nothing really interesting on this one. This one's mostly just a bunch of me scribbling down random phrases because I didn't know what else to say. Then there's this page. This page has me. I think I struggled with drawing faces at this time because I would either cover one eye or I would cover the mouth. And I don't think I really knew exactly what I was doing. But that's fine. Then there's this page, which the same thing, covered half the face. Yeah, I don't know what's going on at the bottom. Let's see. This page. I think I drew a bunch of OCs. There's Ender, he's a recurring character. But he looks different than he did before. I don't know who these two characters are. I think they're old OCs that I made a while ago. But I never used them, like, ever. And then there's this. I used to really like just smushing a bunch of random paint on a page and seeing what happened. And I guess I decided to draw eyes on this one. Cool. And there's this. I don't know what's going on. Oh, hey, it's the cool S. Why did I do it like 4 times? Odd. Okay. And then there's Mars. Could be better. Could be better. This is 2 years ago, so. No. 3 years ago. Oh my. Jeepers. There's this one. I remember I did a speed paint of this one way back when. Yeah, speed paint. And then there's this. I don't know if you can really see it all that well. But yeah, I think I just attempted to draw faces. It didn't really end how I wanted. This is just random sketches. And this I tested out watercolor pencils because it was the first time I got watercolor pencils and I don't think I ever used them. Yeah, I never really used them. Kind of sad about that. They're cool pencils though. I do like them, but I never used them. This I think I used. What is this? Oh, I think this was a how to draw Wheezy video, but it's really outdated. This is a collage of birds and flowers. This, I think this is also a technical tutorial, but I don't think I liked the tutorial. It was really bad. And then there's this one. It's fine. I don't really care. Oh wait, no, this was the tutorial. This was the tutorial. I remember now. I don't think I regret using that green pen. You can't see it. There's this. This was a paint marker test again. I have a lot of marker testing pages. Oh hey, another marker testing page. Okay, that's nice. Anyways, this one, I attempted a self-portrait and I hated it because it didn't look like me, so I like, scribbled over it. This was a bunch of stuff that I drew on a separate piece of paper. I cut them out and either I taped them on or I glued them on, but I don't want to figure out which. There's a skunk at the bottom. There's this guy. I think I let someone use this character. I don't know. I don't think I ever saw anything happen with it. I don't know what this one is. I think this is also me testing out paint markers. And this is a ghost, a little ghost creature. Actually, this page is covered in glitter. That was a big mistake. Wow. This one I tried to sew in my sketchbook. It didn't really work all that well, and I think I tore the paper open, but I did manage to sew a little bit on the paper, which I think that's a plus. That works. I don't know what happened here. We're just gonna gloss over that. There's a drawing of Mars. This is really old. He doesn't look like that anymore. And then there's a Is this paint? Yeah, that's paint and crayons. This is a Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared page. So I got really into Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared because they released like a full series of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. But it was I liked the series personally. I liked Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared series. But I think, yeah, I don't know. I was weird about it. This one I tried to paint and I hated it. And I thought I ruined it, which I kind of did, but it's fine. I preferred the sketch over the paint, and that's why I never finished it. What is this? What does the date say? Where's the date? There should be a date on here somewhere. November 2022. This one, I think I just scribbled. It's kind of sad and ugly, and I hate it. Anyways, next. I drew a lot of the same expression. Yeah. Ew! This one is another drawing of Mars. I think I tried to do a side profile, and it looks like Dookie. Yeah. Here's some expression practice. A bunch of different eyes that I would use. Noses, eyebrows, ears. I don't think I did one on mouths, but I also think that's nail polish. Yep, that's nail polish. Cool. And there's this one that I posted on my community post like 2 years ago. I actually really like this one. I like the anatomy that I did in the pose. I like how I deliberately hid the hands because I can't draw hands at all. But I do like it. I like this one. Even after 2 years, I still like it. This is a nice hand. I like this hand. I haven't been able to draw a hand quite like this ever since. And I don't think I'll ever reach that kind of peak. This one, I don't like. It's ugly. Hate. 0 out of 10. This is a drawing of me. Yippee. This one I hated the rest of the face and I scribbled over it, and I left the eye. Yeah, that makes sense. This was a bunch of doodles of OCs that I had at the time. Ender and Mars still remain. I don't know what happened to the rest of them. Good enough. And then there's this, ew, that side profile sucks. Yikes. Yikers. Okay. Oh, yeah, remember the Among Us eyes trend? I tried to do that, and it sucked. Anyways, there's a bunch of expression practice. I like this one because it's distraught, and I think that's funny. This is Sally Face. I really liked Sally Face at the time. I got really into it, and I'm not really into it anymore, but it's fine. And here's, alcohol marker test page, which ended up bleeding through onto the other side because it's alcohol markers. Who would have thunk? And I didn't know what to do on this side, so I put an eyeball. And then this is colored pencils. This is a colored pencil test page, also with a doodle with me, which I use the alcohol markers, which guess what? They bled through. Who would have thunk? There's Evil. I like this one. I think this one is pretty. I really like this one. I like I like her hair. I like her micro bangs. And I really, really like how I did the eyelashes. I'm a big fan of thin, spidery eyelashes for some reason, and I really like that. This one I don't like. I think it's kind of dookie, and I tried to do it digitally, and I made it even worse. So, there's no salvaging that. Okay, cool. Anyways, me and my friend tried to draw each other's OCs, and this was my rendition of their OC. I didn't even write the date down. Jeez Louise. This is paint marker, junk. I tried to do anatomy. It was balls. Never doing it again. This one I put a bunch of rhinestones on. I actually really like this one. I like how I used the upper portion of a can tab as like a nose ring. And I'm a big fan of how I used one of the rhinestones, like the sticker rhinestones, as the pupil. I'm also a big fan of how I drew the nose in this picture. I really like it. This one's actually one of my favorites out of this entire sketchbook, and this is just the beginning. So, yeah, I actually really like this drawing. Still to this day, even though it's from 2 years ago. This is... I don't know what's happening, actually. There's a whole bunch of stuff glued to the page. Some of it's falling out. Oh, hey. Some of it did fall out. Would you look at that? This is more watercolor marker, not watercolor marker, good gravy. Watercolor pencil testing, and so is this. I tested a whole bunch of watercolor pencils, and I never used them. This is more paint pens. It ended up horribly. Then there's a cat. I don't like it. Next. I attempted to do side profiles. I hated it, and I gave up. And there stands the skeleton for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah. Anyways, next page. This is, I think, more pencil testing. And I actually really like this one. I think this one is cute. I like how I did the hair. I'm a big fan of how I did the hair with this one. And I like this eye. I'm a big fan of this eye and this side profile. I like a lot of things on this page compared to the other ones in the sketchbook, which is great. It's good to like things in your sketchbook. This is a drawing of Mars. I don't know who this is. I think I tried to do like sharp edges and it sucked. I think I did this on a stream a long time ago and no one watched it and I was kind of sad about it, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. I liked how it turned out at the time, which is good. It's good to like your art. And then there's this one. I don't like this one. Next, there's a drawing of Aries. There's Sneak Snag. I put him on here. There's a bunch of different expressions. This is a bunch of paint on a page. There's another drawing of Sneak Snag and another one, and this is my friend Rory. Yeah. And then there's this pen testing page, which a lot of it went bad, as you can tell. I think some of the pens exploded on me. I don't know. Yeah. I tried to draw someone based on a reference, and it kind of turned out lopsided. That was attempt. There's an egg. Egg. I don't know what's happening here. Oh my. That's concerning. It just gets worse. It just gets worse. I don't know what happened. Wow. This is sad. Oh, there's a dead person. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. There's an actual proper drawing that I attempted to do. This is 2023. Whoa, we moved ahead of you. Awesome. There's the Lego Joker, and there's a couple Sally face drawings. This was me attempting to draw with my left hand. It didn't work out well. This is like a scrapbooky-esque page. I didn't have glue, so I used paint, and I stuck a bunch of Legos. I stuck a bunch of Lego pieces, like studs. I stuck a bunch of Lego studs onto the paper. One of them almost just fell off. Oops. Anyways. Yeah. I like this page, though. Also, there's some guy. Whatever. Anyways. Another pen exploded on me, believe it or not. And it got all over my hands. And this was like the day before I went to the Barbie movie. To see the Barbie movie with my friend. So I went to the Barbie movie with pink stained hands. Because this pen exploded on my hands. I don't know. Actually, I really don't. Okay, we're skipping that. This, think it's cool. I drew this on stream, and I had people who were watching decide what hair I should give him, and they told me that I should give him ponytails or pigtails. And I was like, okay, cool, pigtails it is. And there's the autism creature and a table. No, nightstand, that's the word. Nightstand. These are a bunch of scented stickers. I don't like most of them. They all smell bad. This is fruits. Eat your fruits. Eyeball. PP useless page. Okay, cool. There's a body I tried to do and I gave up and I hated it. It happens sometimes. There's this one. It's okay. I tried to do this one. It sucked and I hated it, and it's okay. Sometimes things happen. I can see why I hated it. Okay. This is pens now. This is pens. This is a dog smoking a cigarette. That's peak art right there. Dog smoking a cig. Dog smoking a cig, I guess. Ooh, let's go. I think I based it off of the painting of a skeleton smoking a cig. This one I posted online on my community tab a while ago because I liked it. I don't really like it now. It's okay. I like this one because I based it off of Pigeon Doll's dolls that he made where they had like the beaded eyelashes, and I really liked it. I thought it was cool. So I put it on a character and I thought it was nice. Okay. I think this was an attempt at a redraw. It's fine. Okay, cool. These are cute. I like these guys. I like this one right here with the little devil horn hair. I think that's a great idea. Genius even. And I don't know why I don't do that now. And I also put all of the colors that I used up on the corner. I just didn't label them. And then I glued a bunch of stuff to a page again. But it's mostly just doodles of me. And then there's this again. And I did this one. And then I did the same thing again, except this is a page out of a magazine that I colored on. Isn't that cool? And this is a butterfly with a bunch of rats on it. Oh, turn the page. And there's another drawing of Mars, but I don't really like this one because I think I gave him away. He looks exhausted. Oopsie daisy. I don't know what's going on here. Who bit the page? Dear God. I put band-aids on this page, and it's also a whole bunch of emotion stuffs, which I used the colors to correlate with the emotions. And then this is really old, but this was on a piece of cardboard that I used so that markers wouldn't bleed onto the next page. I tried to do a full body drawing of Mars, and I remember hating it because look at him. He looks like a Dorito. No one looks like that, bro. Ugly. Also, his torso is so short. Sad poetry. Boo. Who cares? I think I'm yelling. I might be yelling. But I do like this fish. I think that's funny. I was truly a comedian. Ahead of my time. There's an origami dog. It's cute. There's these, like, color changey things that I glued in there. Isn't that neat? Oh, he's gonna get you. Doodles, big band-aid. For some reason. I don't know why I did that, actually. Open! Oh, that cannot be good. Temporary tattoos, of course. I put temporary tattoos in my sketchbook because who doesn't? Of course. And then there's this one. Cool. Oh, I like this one, actually. I think this is kind of cool. And I like this one, too. I like the colors that I chose. I like the greens. I really like the greens in this one, actually. I'm a big fan. And I miss having these star stickers. I don't know where I got them, though. Kind of miss them. Oh, well. It's gold. gold paint. And then there's this one, which I think this was another marker test, and I wanted to see how opaque they were. That's the word I'm looking for. And this is when I started getting crazy with my sketchbook pages, where I would tape other pages of paper into them. I would put sticky notes and I would have little surprises under them, like this one with Ender having a controller and this one with Mars having a plant. And I think that's really cool. I also did a lot of stuff with like tape, where I would put tape on the entire page like I did with this one. And this one is another thing where I put sticky notes and I put little surprises under them. And I think that's cool. I think more people should put sticky notes and extra stuffs on their pages. Like this. Actually, that's just an apple. This is a sticky note that I covered in tape. Fun. Is it? This is, I'm sorry. I was playing a playlist that's supposed to have purely Deltarune songs in it, and a Plants vs. Zombies song started playing, and I got very confused. And then here's this page. This has more sticky notes, but they don't really have anything interesting underneath them. And then there's this one. I don't know what was the plan? Why did I do that? I don't know why I did that. Okay, next page. If I can peel it apart from the other ones, because this one's also covered in tape, believe it or not. I don't like this drawing. I don't think I captured... My brother just sent me something. I don't think it captured what he actually looks like very well. And I also didn't really put anything under these, which is kind of boring. Here's a drawing of Ender. That's just tape. This is the glob. She's gorgeous. She has eyelashes, and she's very filled with love. What's underneath? Angry Birds duct tape. Angry Birds duct tape. Can't go wrong. And then we have Ender and Mars. And we have Pilby from Regretivator. I actually really like this one. I think this is cute. And I'm actually surprised that I had the correct marker colors to paint this. So there's that. And then there's this, which is another marker test page. And then there's another drawing of Ender. Let's see what's under this. It's Batman. It's Batman. It's a really nice drawing. It's a really nice drawing of Batman. It's so great. It's a nice drawing of Batman. There's a fat cat. It's really nice. It's the Germa page. I drew a bunch of pictures of Germa. I forgot about it. I did this for a video, and I think I used the audio where he said he was afraid of ovens. There's this one. I think this guy's cool. I did him at school. Inspiring. Truly awe-inspiring. Balls. And this is Mars with his hair tucked back, or like pinned back. You know what I mean? You know how people have their characters and they like have a little thing in the middle where their hair is pulled back? Whatever. Why do my eyebrows look so angry? I'm relaxed. Okay. I like this eye. I like this. I think that's nice. Kitty. Kitty! Kitty! I like this eye. I like how I did that. This is an old drawing of Twister before I revamped his design. I actually really like this one. I like. It's good. April 1st, I was very excited about the rain. This, I think, was a gacha online OC that I made. Called Subject 62, as you can see here. But I think I like him a lot. I really like this design. And I like how I did the fuzziness. It's like how a 12-year-old on Tumblr would draw a bald character. You know what I mean? It's giving me that kind of vibe. And then there's this. This is actually not that bad, but he looks very stiff. He looks very stiff. But it's one of my favorite drawings of Mars, so I can't be mad. I don't know what's happening here. I don't think I want to know. What's under this? It's just a star. Cool. And this is actually sideways, so I got to turn it. But it's a drawing of Mars sleeping, because I never draw my OCs with their eyes closed. And I wanted to see if I could do it. But yeah. That's cool. You know, sleepy time and stuff. This one is an idea for a D&D character, but I never put it into action. This is a page from my school planner. I doodled on either side of it. There's some Smiling Friends stuff in here too. There's Glep. There's this. I don't know what's happening here. This. I need the banjo frog rug? Okay. Good for you, man. This is, like, expression practice. There's this one. Ooh la la. Look at that. Whoa. There's a chicken. Do you like chickens? I like chickens. I think they're funny. I actually like this one. I think this one's nice. I like the colors for this one. Whoa. I like this one. I like this drawing of Ender. He's very pretty here. He's so pretty. He's my favorite. Don't tell any of my other OCs, but he's my favorite. That one's my favorite. My leg is so itchy right now. This is a jellyfish. Yeah. You'd never have known that there's a... Is that a... That's a hot dog. I didn't even see that. Okay, cool. There's a residue of the sticker page. It's shiny. Ooh la la. Then there's another one of ours. And more stickers. And can taps for some reason. Oh, and then there's also Pootis. From Lil Pootis. Yeah? Yeah. And then there's Sneak Snag. Sneak Snag. And then this is a redraw. I actually really like this one. It's a good redraw. This is a cowboy that I made up in my dream, and I thought he was cool, so I drew him. This is a lady. I think I made her forehead too big. Well, you know what they say about big heads. I'm not gonna finish it. There's a sticky note, there's a thing, there's a globby guy, there's another sticky note. Oh man. And look, it's another page out of my planner. It's like a children's story. What does this say? Gus is close to the ground, like the grass. Bert is close to the clouds, like a tree. I can't read it. Let's go. It's upside down. I can't read it. You gotta read it. Oh, what's on the other side? Ah. It's a weird drawing of an old man. Cool. And there's this. I like this one. I like the colors that I chose for this. And this is a stack of sticky notes, which I think is really cool. It's a stack of sticky notes. There's a weird dog. There's me. There's a rat. There's a cat. There's a hedgehog. There's evil. There's a dog with a really long schnoz. There's the autism creature. There's an Among Us turning into the cool S. There's a frog, I think. There's a little happy dude. yeah. This one has a lot going on. This is drawings of Mars from my school sketchbook. There's an evil bear. There's an axolotl under the sticky note. There's this guy with skinny pants on that don't match the rest of his outfit. This is a marker test page, and guess what? The markers bled to the other side. So I had, let's separate, please, please. So I had to use another piece of paper, and this is also from a coloring book that I did, and I liked it, so I kept it. And there's Mars, and then there's under, and then there's whoa. And I don't know what this says because I can't read it right now. And then there's me going to school. That's my illustration. And then this is me, what I think I look like in the mirror, but I'm not. I'm not cool like that. I could never be cool like that. And then this is a crochet heart, and then there's this. And there's my brother, and there's me in a giant hat, and then cargo shorts. Oh, look, it's another page from my planner. Whoa. Wow, that's, oh, God. I forgot about that one. There's this, and there's that guy, and there's me, and the kangaroo, and the pizza. Why are they so mad? Oh, Lord. And then there's a... I just know it's huge. Oh. And then there's a me again. And I'm speed running this because I don't want to keep looking. Oh, look, there's a drawing of Mars and a me and this guy and some stickers and the hand and... I don't know. Oh, that's a mint. That's a realism drawing of a mint that I did. This is internet. Tissue box. Can you see the tissue box? Kirby. Oh look, it's another page out of my planner. Turning the page. Oh. Okay, that's nice. That's not an accurate depiction of Mars. I think I messed up and I was like, close enough. And then there's a dress that I sketched out at the bottom. Ah, there's a guy under there. Oh look, it's another drawing of Mars. And a fish. A strawberry. Whoa, look at that guy. Whoa. And then there's another page out of my planner that I liked. And then there's this. Hatsune Miku. Dear God, I didn't know she'd be in here. And then here's another... And then this, and I think I taped it onto the page. I did. Okay. Oh, look, it's another drawing of Germa. And then there's Aries, and then there's Flaccid, but I haven't seen them in like a year. And then there's a banana costume. Fuck it, we ball. Oh, look. It's art. I haven't... Oh my God, that's so cool. Can you believe it? It opens and closes and shits. Whoa. Hold on. Whoa. Can you believe it? The king and his jester? What could be on this side? Golly. This is my son and his full legal name. He was a balloon, but he popped and he died and I got sad. This is a wizard. I don't know why there's a wizard, actually. I don't know what's going on with this guy or these guys, or is that a horse? I just noticed the horse. And this is a redraw of Mars's first design. There's a sad axolotl sticker, and then there's this guy. I like this guy. He's cool. And then we got I don't actually know. Turning the page. And then there's this. Oh, I think yeah, there's a soldier. Goblin. Ooh. We live off love. Oh, my back. I've been sitting hunched over for a little bit. Hold on, I gotta just... Okay. And then there's this page, and then there's a old movie ticket that expired. It's expired, you can't use it. And then there's... I don't actually know. I think I tried to draw people and it ended up poorly. And then there's this, and there's a thing in here. You'll never guess what it... Oh gosh. I love interactive. It says, "You found me. Love you." Aww. And then this is my baby girl, Professor Membrane. I love him with all my heart. He is my favorite. I love you, Professor Membrane. He's my baby girl. And then this is a self-portrait. And you know what makes this sketchbook special? Is that the very last page, I let all of my friends draw in it. Because I wanted something in there from all of them. And I also wanted a reason to not throw it away in case I got angry at it. And then this is the very, very last. It's got a Mothman sticker and mulch. Actually, I think I kept this in my phone case for a while. Because I thought it was fun. And this is this. I like this sticky note. I think this one's cute. Yay! And that's the end of the 2022 to 2024 sketchbook. So we're going to move on and switch over to my senior year sketchbook. This one I started at the beginning of my senior year, and I finished it at the end of my senior year. And the inside cover just has some stickers. I actually ended up getting a bunch of San Marino stickers, so I put those in there as well. So this is the very beginning. This started in August of 2024, and it finishes in June of 2025. So there's this page. So this is what this page looks like. There's Bill Cipher. He is a reoccurring character in this, unfortunately. Okay, moving on. Flipping the page, you get to see this. This was the first day of senior year. Very first. There's the soldier from Team Fortress 2. Ah, blink and you'll miss him. There's a backpack. And I wrote a whole bunch of random stuff. There's my brother's persona. Burning in the fiery pits. Because it's funny. There's this page. There's me as a wizard. I drew myself as a wizard because I thought it was funny. There's my friend dramatically staring at me. Oh my god, this video is going to be freaking forever. Hold on, let me turn the page. This is surprisingly hard, believe it or not. Okay. This one. There's Mars. There's Sneak Snag. There's me as a middle schooler. This. Shark. Peter Griffin. Another shark. Ooh la la. There's my brother's persona burning in the fiery pits once more. Common reoccurring theme. Horse. The internet. Me dying. I don't know what's happening on any of these. I'm gonna be quite honest, I don't remember most of these. Is that a gingerbread man? Cool. Anyways, yeah, this is this page. Number 6. And then we're flipping it over. And then we have this page. Wow. And if we look under this, there's a guy and an eye. Why is there an eyeball there? And then we're gonna do a little flippy dippy. We're turning the page. Turning the page. And then there's this page. This page is covered in doodles. Some of them are Roblox. There's an entire scene down here. I actually really like this scene. I think this is cool. Look at that one. Where my finger is. That's funny. Yeah. And we'll flip it to the other side. Sorry, there's hair in my eyeballs. And we're flipping it to the other side. And then there's these guys. Oh look, there's more Roblox. There's a man with a star as his head. I don't know. I think it's cool. I like this. I like these two pages actually. They coincide quite well. There's this page. This one I call White Woman. It's a Meat Canyon parody type thing. There's another Meat Canyon parody. There's this page. Ooh. There's Garfield. I like Garfield. He's funny. He's a cool cat. This is a page of a bunch of different cat breeds. We have the domestic short hair, the domestic long hair, the Sphinx, this guy, these guys, and that's a whole bunch of different cat breeds that I did. And I did this over the course of, I think, like a week maybe? Or a few days. A week to a few days I did this. And I really liked it. This one I remember because I did this one for Halloween. Because I remember seeing the hallways decorated for Halloween, because my school does hallway decorations for Halloween. And there's my friend as a banana, me as a vampire, and my other friend as a werewolf. And then there's Mars, but he doesn't count, because he's not real. This one has a bunch of pencil on it, but I actually really like this page. I think this one's really nice. Yeah. I have two drawings of the same woman. There's this one, and then there's this one. And I based it off of a picture on an English textbook. Then there's this one. I call him Megamind because his head is humongous. I don't actually like this page at all. I liked it when I did it, but now it kind of looks silly. This is the TBH creature page. I saw that one. There's the rain, then there's the TBH car. There's a car. Lizard. And an alien. Very cool. What does it say? Jeff got lunch detention today. He didn't get lunch detention. Then there's this page. Some of it is turmoil, some of it's not. And then there's me with humongous butt cheeks. There's this page, not really much to show here. This one mildly reminds me of Adam Sandler. Mildly. It's fine. I don't, it's fine. And there's this, there's Mars, and then there's Ender. And this was when I was watching the movie The Death of a Salesman in my English class, and I hated it. I hated it so much that it made me want to implode. Every single time we had to watch that movie, I wanted to perish. Anyways, next page. There's this one. This one has a bunch of writing on it. Yeah. I don't know. Turning the page. Roblox avatar. Still looks like that. I just changed the shirt. This is my artist rendition of the time I coughed up blood earlier in the year. I was very sick. This is me poking my brother's persona with a stick because I thought it was funny. And it is. It is funny. It's hilarious, actually. I think I'm starting to lose my voice. This is, I found a random pen on the floor. There's an eyeball. There's the Pyro from Team Fortress 2. Guess what? It's another drawing of Pyro from Team Fortress 2. Can you tell that I like Team Fortress 2? I really like Team Fortress 2. I've never played the game, but I really like the comics, and I'm very much into the lore. I like Team Fortress 2. I don't know if you noticed. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyways, there's another drawing of me as a wizard. I thought I could draw a deer. I could not. That's my ugly Christmas sweater. My God, it's Jesus Christ himself. And there's a cat as well. And also this guy who's screaming for no reason. And a guy who's eating cheese above Jesus. It's literally just a drawing of Jesus. I don't know what else to tell you. And there's this one. I like the hair. That's funny. I like that. That's funny. Oh, look, it's under. Anyways, flip to the next page. This was for a children's, this was like silly mock-ups for a children's book that I was writing. I finished it, but I'm not showing it to you because it has my full legal name on it. Wow, I'm getting lead all over my fingers. Cool. Man, my ugly pony Sona. Yeah. Sorry, I had hiccups for a second. There's this, me crying a puddle. Or some like to put it, cry me a river. I did. I cried them a river. In the form of art. There's my artist's rendition of Big Macintosh from My Little Pony because he's my favorite pony from My Little Pony. I love Big Macintosh. Yeah. And where's this stuff? There's Evil. I did this one while I was in a bowling match. Yeah. I was really upset that day. I did not have fun. But I did one of my best matches ever, so. This is, oh, hold on, okay, fixed. I had to rotate because my foot was falling asleep. This is some details for Mars. Like, this is his axe, this is what his hands look like, and his scars on his arms. And these are his piercings, and his hair, and some minor little details about Mars. And I also slapped a bunch of stickers on this page. Oh my god, you're gonna love the next page. The next page is the Markiplier page. You wanna know why? It's Markiplier! He's in the upper corner. Look at him, he's beautiful. It's Markiplier's. And guess what he's watching? The Bite of 87. Oh my god, it's Markiplier. This is my favorite page out of this. Can you guess why? Can you guess why? It's Markiplier watching The Bite of 87. As you can tell, I gave up. There's a wizard and a goblin with aggressive arrows pointing at his crotch, his loincloth. And then there's the bread. It's an inside joke between me and my brother. And then this is a lore, Kenan. Kenan, he died, Kenan. Because he's my character and I made him die. Is this? There's this page, which is a bunch of different drawings of me, and then there's also Dan from Dan Versus. He's there too. Way to go, Dan. Way to go. There's this page. It's got a loan shark. Get it? And then there's a lizard. Business shark, business lizard. There's this guy wearing a bonnet. There's this lady. I like her. She's pretty. And then there's Hello Kitty. She's here too, I guess. This is Gay Penis. Next. Next on the agenda. This is something my friend drew, and this is also something my friend drew. There's Gooby. And there's also Gooby. Oh, there's actually multiple drawings of Gooby in here. And then there's this page. And I'm very convincing in terms of business. I like this one. I like the expression on there. There's Pom Pom Purin. And then there's the Freak Friends. Freak! I say it with love. Wait, did I show you the other side? Yeah, I did. Okay. Just making sure. There's this. There's me hating school. Yeah. I like this one. Then we flip it over and we have, ooh, so coquette. Coquette. Ooh la la. And that's my brother. That's a drawing I made of my brother. He's puking a rainbow. God. And then the very last page of the sketchbook is this. I drew some of my friends. This is one of my friends. This is another one of my friends. And my other friend and my other friend. That's me with a ponytail. That's one of my other friends. And then there's a giraffe. Can you believe it? Ooh. And then there's like inside of the back. I'm at the bottom. There's my Minecraft stickers. And then on the very back cover, we have Mothman stickers. Ooh. Anyways, that's the sketchbook tours. Those are my sketchbook tours. Yeah. That's it. I have not been looking at the camera the entire time because the camera is down and the top of my iPad is up. Okay, that's it. Yeah. Okay. Ending stream now. I knew this was gonna be like an hour. God. Okay. Bye-bye. Yeah, I'm done streaming. Goodbye.